Discretion is advised. So Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
Right! A string of business robberies was arraigned in a Wake County courtroom today. Alvin Pickett is charged of 5 counts of robbery with a dangerous weapon. He was given a $1.5 million bond and will appear back in.
Why is he so stupid? Why is he so stupid?
I ask myself that every day.
Breaking news, nigga. Some breaking news.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind.
An armed robbery foiled at a local jewelry store. Surveillance cameras captured the moment that the store's owner pulled out a gun and the suspect ran off. Eyewitness News reporter Dave Faraday spoke to that owner about how he knew he was about to be robbed. Dave?
Erica, that bold daylight robbery happened at this business in downtown Granite Falls. For folks who live in this area, the police department is right across the street. The owner says he knew something was up when he spotted a man outside the front door putting on a ski mask and pulling it down over his face. You can see the robbery unfold on this surveillance video inside Cheryl's jewelry store in Granite Falls. The masked robber orders customers at gunpoint to turn away from him, not realizing the owner already had his gun out, trained on his every movement.
For some reason, he seemed kind of obsessed with the 2 customers over the side and trying to get them to look away. He didn't even see me, even turned his back on me at one time.
Watch what happens when the armed robber realizes he's not the only one with a gun in the store. Steve Sherrill says the robber immediately told him his gun wasn't real and started to head for the exit.
He saw me and started backing up. He lifted up and said, "It's not real. It's not real."
Next door, J.C. Price could see a customer chasing after the robber before he got into this burgundy Ford Fusion.
I'm just proud of him for responding so quickly and for, having the nerve, I guess, to handle that the way he did.
Police say several different surveillance cameras in the downtown area captured the car as it sped off with a getaway driver and the robber inside. Cheryl is glad he had the gun and that no one was hurt.
You don't want to be powerless. I feel like this guy, I don't know what he would have done had he not seen a weapon pulled on him.
And police support what Cheryl did, but also tell me that the best advice is to cooperate during a robbery so someone innocent doesn't get hurt. Reporting live from Granite Falls, I'm Dave Faraday, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Delivery that could have been handled a lot better. A UPS worker has her hands full and tries to open the gate outside a home in Vallejo. But when she can't, she drops the packages over a wall and onto the wet ground, then walks away.
I was in shock. I was absolutely appalled.
Homeowner Heather Briscoe says at first she couldn't figure out why the boxes were left there. Then she and her husband checked their security system.
It's not right to just dump people's packages over a wall, especially marked as fragile. If we have access to our front door, deliver them to the front door where it's a covered awning.
A sign on the Briscoe's gate may have played a role. It says, "No soliciting, keep gate closed." But Briscoe says that hasn't stopped other delivery people from coming in.
Their excuse was it was an 18-year-old hired off the streets.
It's not the first time a delivery driver has dropped a package, but UPS says incidents like this are actually extremely rare. The company delivers about 700 million packages during the holiday season.
She could have set them down, tried to open the gate, but she didn't do that.
Still, Briscoe says that's no excuse. While nothing was broken, she says the contents were wet and the driver should have made.
Convicted of killing a mother of 4 at Columbia Bakery 3 years ago is charged with killing an inmate at the McCormick Correctional Facility. 22-year-old Lorenzo Young and 30-year-old Courtney Pauling are charged with stabbing another inmate. The Department of Corrections says the men were seen coming out of a cell covered with blood. Inside that cell was 40-year-old Rayco Welch. Both men are now charged with his murder. You may recall in July of 2013, Young was one of the 3 men who broke into a Columbia bakery and shot and killed Kelly Honeywell, who was working inside. The motive for the shooting was robbery. Young was sentenced in that case to life without parole.
New information about the man accused of shooting and killing his own 5-year-old brother. Right now, Greensboro police are looking for 22-year-old Murad Anthony Weaver. Police say he shot and killed the boy Friday night during an argument with their mom. WFMY News 2's Ben Powell is digging into Weaver's past. So, Ben, he's a convicted felon who shouldn't even have had a gun.
Yeah, Joy, here's Weaver's criminal record, and it says he's been convicted of felony breaking and entering twice. The most recent conviction was this past March, and according to his record, he was already wanted by police for violating his parole, and now he's wanted for murder.
We know that this is a very sensitive time for this family. We also know this is a sensitive time for Mr. Weaver. So, it would be great for Mr. Weaver to turn himself in to the police department, and we'll continue to work through this scenario.
Again, police tell us the shooting happened during an argument with Weaver and his mother, but police won't say what their argument was about, and they still don't know if the shooting was intentional or not. All they know is 5-year-old Caleb Pearson was shot multiple times. When the cops arrived that night, Weaver was already gone. His sister says the shooting was an accident, and she says Weaver would never intentionally hurt his own brother.
You know, it's an argument between mother and son, and went too far, you know. I felt like he wanted to scare my mother and ended up doing something that, you know, he regrets and something that he can't take back. And I know he's feeling it even worse than we are.
This story has a lot of you talking on social media. Ramona Miller said on Facebook, "My condolences to the family of this innocent little boy. My heart just breaks for them. This is just so sad." Brenda Gwynn commented, "This is terrible. I'm praying for the child's family, and I hope they hurry and catch him." And Van Cundiff says, so sad. Why kill an innocent, defenseless child? Prayers for the family.
Really is very heartbreaking. Ben, thank you so much. Here's one more look at Murad Anthony Weaver. He goes by Anthony. Police do not know where he might be, but say he could still be in Greensboro.
We want to let the killer know that we're on your trail.
It's simple but clear.
We're looking for you. We're going to find you.
Pastor Terrence Long says the no snitching game needs to end. This after 3-year-old Asen King is shot and killed during road rage in southwest Little Rock.
Today it's the King family. Tomorrow it may be my family.
It is this busy intersection of Mableville Cutoff and Warren Drive where the shooting happened. Pastors and community leaders say someone in this neighborhood knows who the killer is.
Little Rock has been divided long enough.
Pastor Long saying Monday,
whoever he was visiting in that neighborhood, they have some answers. They can lead us to him.
It's tragic.
Amy Stivers runs Parents of Murdered Children and knows the holidays have taken a different turn for Asen's family.
I'm sure they have Christmas presents underneath their Christmas tree for this baby.
The longer you hold out on information, the more you put yourself in the crossway of the fire happening to you.
While we inch closer to Christmas,
I think that the community needs to get involved. I think that the leaders of our community need to get involved. I think people need to pay attention.
There's a Christmas wish Amy and Pastor Long have at the top of their list.
And we have to come together and let the community know that we're banding together to stop this violence.
Straight to that breaking news in South Miami-Dade, a shooting under investigation. 7's Alex DeArmas has details now from the news desk. Alex?
Well, Christine, we know that the victim here is an 18-year-old high school student. Sources tell 7 News she was walking to catch her bus to Homestead Senior High School when she was shot. Now, this all happened near Southwest 243rd Street and 129th Place. She was taken to Jackson South Hospital in critical condition. As for that shooter, well, police say he is a 19-year-old man. He is still out there. So if you have any information that can help, call Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. We, of course, have a 7 News crew on the way to the scene right now, and we will bring you any updates as soon as we get them. Live from the news desk, I'm Alex DeArmas, today in